Every band or musician needs t-shirts to promote themselves, and every fan wants to wear their favorite band or musician on a t-shirt to show off their love. At our Bothering the Band t-shirt store, you can get your favorite Bothering the Band t-shirt, or you can make your own completely custom t-shirt. Stock Make a Tee online on social media or give them a call to create your own t-shirt, your own brand. Tell Meryl or Stephanie you heard about them on Bothering the Band, and I promise they will be extra helpful. Use the coupon code BOTHERME for 10% off an order of $20 or more. That's BOTHERME, BOTHERME, for 10% off. Make a Tee online. Go buy a Bothering the Band shirt or make your own shirt. Here's the episode. On this episode of Bothering the Band, we have Boxout, a singer, songwriter, producer from Chicago who's making his own style of music. We have no idea what the hell a polymath is, but that's what he is. We talk about dolphins sleeping. We talk a ton of shit about Kanye West. And then we definitely talk a ton about food and cheeses in caves. Boxout is going to help us make our TikTok. So keep a lookout for the Bothering the Band TikTok and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. This episode wouldn't be possible without Lauren from Beechwood Entertainment. So thank you. Here we go.
Hello.
Yo.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. My name's Ryan. This is my amazing producer, Abby. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, we just want to have fun and get to know our favorite musicians, man. I wore a Chicago Cubs hat for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's one of the questions, so get ready.
You're on the right side. You guessed correctly.
Okay. All right. So welcome to Bothering the Band. Jordan, aka Boxout. How are you doing today?
I am fantastic. How are you?
Doing well. Where are you right now?
I am in my apartment in Chicago.
Cool.
I cast all of my roommates out of the room so I could do this interview. So I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I retreat to the garage. Abby retreats to her bungalow, her alpine bungalow. So we're all hiding to do this interview. Man, we dove into your music, of course. We love it. I love that you used the Ink Spots like mashup sample. That's one of my favorite songs. How the hell did you get like 21 million listens?
Short answer, TikTok. So a little bit of a longer answer. Not last year. Oh my God, it's been 2 years now. 2 years ago, I remixed that song because I saw it on TikTok. It was getting popular again after 70 years. And I just threw it up online and nothing happened for a couple months. And then the pandemic hit actually. And then it just started exploding on TikTok. Like my streams on Spotify started going up. It's been used in, I think, 150,000 TikTok videos to date. So that is the main reason for pretty much where I am today now.
That's wild. Such a modern way to make it in the music biz. Good for you though, man.
Thank you.
It's a dope song too. It's a dope track. So what's your favorite noise?
Oh, okay. My current favorite noise. Do you know the song Kiss Me More by Doja Cat and what's her name? Whoever
Sure.
it's featuring. The part where the featured artist stops for a second and that ding happens. It's just like the perfect ding. It's perfectly placed in the song. That's currently my favorite noise. I listen to that song just for that one little ding.
What's the name of the song? Do you know? Abby, do you know?
It's called Kiss Me More by Doja Cat. It's like a super popular song, also like popular on TikTok and stuff.
And SZA,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in SZA's part.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good noise. I recommend it.
I'm gonna listen right after this. We're gonna have to get Doja Cat on the podcast.
Oh, that would be incredible. She's one of my favorites.
I'll be honest with you. I only heard about her from the show Dave from Little Dicky.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I also watched the new season of Dave, by the way. Fantastic show. Also, being a Jewish artist, kind of rapper, I connect pretty heavily with him. But yeah, Doja Cat had a really funny part in that show.
Yeah, it was great. And I love the fact that it doesn't always give you what you want. Like that episode in particular, you wanted them, the easy thing to write is them getting together. The harder thing is what they produced, so I love that show. I love this season. Not everyone loved this season. So very important. You answered already. You're a Cubs fan. You're a North Sider. Oh, is he frozen? Are you frozen?
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Welcome back. Let's put in a fake commercial there.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I don't know what we'll advertise, but something that's made up, like brought to you by ceiling fans in general. Jordan had some technical difficulties. It's all good. We're back. We'll edit out anything unneeded. All good. It's all part of the adventure. Like I said, can you beatbox?
Oh my God. That is a loaded question. When I was like 15 years old, I was like, I'm going to start beatboxing. And the way I thought I would go about doing it is I'd go on Omegle, like the random video chatting site. Sorry. And I would I would go on Omegle and I would just start beatboxing for random people. And like 9 out of 10 people would just skip me automatically. But there was the one odd person who'd be like, hey man, you're actually getting pretty good.
They would follow your progress.
Yeah, or I would you can search tags on Omegle, like for people with similar interests. And I would do beatboxing, and some people would be like, dude, you're so ass, like shut up, stop trying. But there'd be the one person be like, keep at it, dude. And that gave me some confidence. I didn't continue much after that, but that was my foray into beatboxing.
I was gonna say, when's the last time you tried?
Oh my God, I don't know, probably not for like 6-7 years.
If I may make a suggestion, the best place to practice is in the shower.
Okay. I do sing in the shower, but I'll try beatboxing now too.
It bounces off the wall. It's perfect. Trust me. That's when I beatbox, is in the shower.
Okay. That's a good place to do it too. It's a good place to practice without any potential embarrassment.
Only if you do it loud and get really confident with it, then people hear you and they're like, what is he doing?
They're like, is there construction going on in that band?
Have you ever seen any of the Police Academy movies?
No, I don't think so.
Oh man. Have you ever heard of them?
No, I don't think I have.
Google or go to your streaming service and try to find the Police Academy films. He's a comedian and he's still alive. He's still touring, but he does a lot of like voice effects. And okay. I'm not going to do it justice, but he's very good at it.
Okay.
And it's real stupid and silly. So we talked briefly. You're a North Side Cubs fan.
Yep, born and raised. I grew up in the north suburbs, so that's kind of like Cub fan territory. Yeah. Then I recently just graduated college, University of Illinois in Champaign. And now I moved back here. I actually also work a full-time job. So I'm working in Chicago.
That's cool. So my mom is from Rockford. I have a special place in my heart for the Cubs. I was just in Chicago for Pitchfork Festival representing Bothering the Band. We love Chicago. So way to go. We would still like you if you were a White Sox fan, but
yeah, I honestly, the Cubs are so bad right now. They traded away their entire team and everyone's really mad about it. And the Sox are like really good. So yeah. I'm kind of rooting for the Sox right now. I know some people would disagree with that, but any Chicago team, I'm a big fan of.
I'm a diehard Yankees fan, and they just obviously Rizzo.
I'm so sad about Rizzo. I'm so sad.
Some RBIs today. So
I'm happy he's in a good place now because he was my favorite player and he was on the team for like 7-8 years and then
yeah.
they're just like, yeah, no, bye. Very
So
mad about
I'm
that.
currently sitting in the town he's from. I'm
Oh,
sitting
okay.
in Parkland, Florida, which is where he's from, and he does a bunch of shit down here, like 5Ks, and I don't know. I've never done
Oh,
any of
that's awesome. Yeah, he's a really good guy.
it. He seems like a nice dude. I know people who've met him, and he seems very nice. Shout out to Anthony Rizzo. He's a big listener, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your favorite film based in Chicago? Back to the movies and Chi-Town.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Good
I
one.
know it's a basic answer, but I really love that movie. It's so good.
I think Blues Brothers edges out.
Also a good one. My dad made me watch that one a bunch of times when I was a kid.
Yeah. Um, those do the like does Breakfast Club count?
It was filmed at like a Chicago area high school, I think.
Yeah.
So I think it does count. I would count that.
It's in a fictional town called Shermer, Illinois. All right. You already answered that one. I had a question written down. What's your alma mater? So that's cool. University of Illinois.
Mhm.
What did you study?
I studied computer science and advertising, which was actually like a single combined major. I was actually the first student to ever graduate with that major because it started like halfway into my sophomore year. And I was the only one who switched in. So I currently have the only degree that says computer science and advertising from University of Illinois, which is kind of cool, I think.
You should have a plaque in the school.
I framed the diploma. I got to put it up somewhere, but I was like, I could sell this right now. This is like a one of a kind thing, but I think I worked pretty hard for the degree, so I don't think I'm gonna put it up for auction anytime soon.
Oh, that's another good question. I'm happy you framed it. That just gave me an idea to ask other guests that if they frame their diplomas.
It is. It is good. It's a good like icebreaker question.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I framed mine, but it's I don't know where it is. It's in a storage unit or something. Do you break down Amazon boxes or do you leave them whole for the garbage person?
I give them to my father because he uses them for his online retail business. So I'll take the third option on that one.
Oh, great. Tell us about the online business.
Oh
Give
my
him a
God,
shout out.
he's definitely gonna listen to this podcast and he's gonna love that I'm talking about it. He is an online reseller on Amazon and eBay. He like gets bulk orders. He does a lot of like collectible stuff. So like Funko Pops, things like that. These like big plush food things from a company called Kid Robot. So yeah, any of your collectible needs, go to my father's Amazon account.
I love it.
Are there beanie babies?
No Beanie Babies, but I'm sure you can find something like a Beanie Baby.
Can he get me a like Back to the Future Marty McFly Funko Pop figure?
He probably could.
All right. We'll talk after off air.
Okay. Under the table deal.
What's your dad's name?
Steve.
Shout out to Steve and your business. Thanks for listening.
Shout out, Dad.
Oh man, it's not the first time we've given shout outs to parents. So we love the folks here. Without them, you wouldn't be here. So thank you.
Of course, yeah.
How do you feel about burgers with an egg on them?
I love it. 10 out of 10. Whenever a restaurant has that as an option, I automatically do it. There's just something about it that hits different.
Nice. So my next question is, have you had the Al Cheval burger?
I've had Small Cheval, which is kind of like their offshoot restaurant, and it is my favorite burger like of all time. I don't know what they put in it, but it's just so good. I don't think I've had it with an egg on it. I didn't know you could do that, but I will be doing that next time for sure.
That's the only way I've gotten it, and there is something different about it. I know that sometimes restaurants get like so big, they have one item that gets so big and it never lives up to the hype. That lives up to the hype.
Yeah, I agree.
Still food questions. Midnight Taco Bell, sad or satisfying?
Absolutely satisfying. As much as I try to avoid like fast food and junk food, I just have a soft spot for Taco Bell. The Crunchwrap Supreme is the most elite fast food product ever created, and I will take that to my dying breath. I actually have a song called Midnight Tacos. It's funny that you mentioned that. Um, yeah, Taco Bell, number one choice past 11 p.m.
Of course. Um, so yes, we try to tailor the questions. I knew you had a song. That's
Oh,
why.
okay.
um, also, settle. I'm interested in your opinion on this. Taco Bell, the healthiest fast food place.
I don't know if that was like marketing or something like that, but I guess I believe it. I mean, if they're not using like horse meat anymore, I know that was like a scandal at one point. Like their beef wasn't actually beef. Side note, Taco Bell, you didn't hear that. If you want to sponsor me in the future, I am taking applications. Um,
So are we.
yeah. I guess so. I mean, what's in it? It's like Taco Bell is just various like reconfigurations of meat, cheese, and tortilla.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Not a
if
lot
that's
of
really,
carbs, not a lot of
yeah.
fried. Abby, is it horse meat or not? She used to work at a Taco Bell.
During that scandal,
Oh my
I
God,
believe.
really?
Um, I love Taco Bell, so I'm not going to say bad things.
I love Taco Bell. You can't say bad things about Taco Bell. Okay, if you couldn't use your phone or ask someone, how would you figure out how to get somewhere?
Oh my God, I have such like zero sense of direction. I get it from my mom because my dad will just be like, yeah, go west. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. Um, I don't know. I really don't know. I guess like if I was driving, I would use this like the signs as much as possible. But if I was walking, I would probably just have to ask someone for help or like find a map or something.
I
I
was
don't
gonna
know. I have
say,
such a terrible sense of direction.
go to like a Staples and get a road atlas.
Do they still make those?
I have no idea.
Oh, they okay. I mean, I guess I'd have to do that. Hopefully, I'd
I
still have
bet
my
you,
wallet.
you know what would have them is like a rest stop might
Yeah,
have.
like a gas station.
Yeah.
Every gas station has them.
Okay, good to know.
But they all say like 2004 on
That's true.
them. All right, here we go. Very important question. Can you name all seven dwarves?
Okay, I'll try. Grumpy, sleepy, sneezy, dopey, Doc. Was angry one of them? I don't think so.
I think you said grumpy. I think
I
you
said
said,
grumpy. I'm missing two more. Did I say sleepy yet?
I think you did.
Crap. I'm missing the last two.
I know one.
Which one?
Bashful.
Bashful, right. Grumpy, sleepy, sneezy, dopey, Doc, sneezy. I think I had six. So I was missing
The other
bashful.
one just happy.
Is it happy?
It is happy.
Abby's
Totally
our
forgot
resident
about that one.
dwarf expert. Way to go, though. 5 and 6 is pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. I haven't seen Snow White in a very long time. But I did write a short skit. I post a ton on TikTok, and I haven't posted this skit, but it was about why Snow White doesn't have eight dwarves. Because they called the last one Shorty, and he got really mad about it because they're all short.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's solid gold. What is your handle? Just Boxout? What's your
I'm Boxout Music on TikTok.
Okay, cool. We'll wrap. We'll remind people at the end too.
Oh, thanks.
What's your favorite purple thing?
It's a good question.
It's a terrible question.
No, it's because it makes you think. My first thought is grapes. I like grapes, the fruit. Grape flavored things, terrible, awful. Like grape Jolly Ranchers, the worst flavor. But grapes as a fruit, very solid fruit.
Yeah,
Top 5.
grapes. That's a good one. I'm trying to think purple things that are solely purple. Grimace.
I don't know if anyone's favorite purple thing would be Grimace, but he's definitely purple.
Barney.
A black eye.
A black eye.
A bruise. My favorite purple thing is a bruise. Do you think dolphins sleep?
I think they do. I heard somewhere that dolphins are about as like they can get as smart as like a 12-year-old child. Um, so or just like like theoretically, like they can't like obviously speak English and whatnot, but like their cognition function is like as good as a 12-year-old child. So I think yeah, you got to sleep to keep that brain moving like that.
Okay, so logistically, what do? Do they like sit on the bottom? Do they float?
I don't know them specifically, but I know that whales like just kind of sleep below the surface and then they just automatically go up for air when they need it. So I assume it's some sort of similar technique.
Wow. I was just curious. That's why I wrote that down. Have
I
you
know
ever?
I know a ton
Go
of like
ahead.
random facts. I'd be great for like a bar trivia night,
Oh,
but
nice.
it's only like random things.
Can you give us like the first random fact to pop in your head?
Yeah, I can actually. Do you know that there's 1.4 billion tons of cheese just sitting in caves in Missouri? You've never heard of the cheese caves? Oh
No.
my God, this is my favorite topic to talk about. Okay, so the US subsidizes dairy farming, and we just have a shit ton of excess milk, and we don't know what to do with the milk. We can like throw it away, or we can turn it into cheese because that has a longer shelf life. So we just have these caves and caves full of cheese, and it's somewhere in Missouri. I don't know if you can tour it, but I really want to. That's like on my bucket list.
Can you buy the Missouri cave cheese?
I don't know. And my question is, why don't they just like give it to food banks and stuff? Because, they always need food and cheese is going to go bad eventually. I don't know. I'm fascinated by the cheese caves.
That was. I'll be honest with you. I thought you were gonna give us some like lame presidential like birthday fact. That was a really good fact.
Thank you.
Cheesecakes.
So they're underneath Springfield, Missouri, and there is a 2 million square foot refrigerated warehouse housing said cheese inside of a limestone cave.
Is it like various types of cheese, or is it just like cheddar or American?
I
Um,
think it's American. I think I
I
read that it's like mostly American cheese. And some of it
I
is like imported cheese too.
mhm. It just looks like barrels of cheese, and it may or may not be directly tied to craft.
Of course it is.
Robert Kraft. The one in Hits. Isn't that his name?
So Kraft Food maintains 400,000 square feet of the 2 million square feet. And
Wow.
there are barrels of Velveeta
We were talking
and
about you yesterday.
cream cheese. Apparently, that they use these things for
Oh my God.
everything. Like your Lunchable cheese could come from the cheese caves.
Okay.
Or
That's good.
Lunchable cheese.
I eat
Your
like a child.
Yeah, Abby eats like a 7-year-old who's
It's
like,
okay. I had chicken nuggets for lunch. We're on the same page.
I love it. Mind you, we just got done being like Taco Bell's healthy.
Right.
Okay. Do you dive right into a cold pool or do you ease your way into it?
It depends on who's egging me on. If no one's egging me on, I will step into the pool. If people are like jump, jump, I give in to peer pressure pretty easily, so I'll probably jump right in.
Good answer. I bet you that is everyone's answer, even if they're lying.
Just trying to be honest.
No, that's good. I would do the same exact thing. If it was just me, I'd be like, ooh, toe.
Right, of course. Because like no one wants the full shock of a cold pool on them. But if people are like egging you on, you have to give the people a show. So you got to jump right in.
Yeah. Good answer.
The pool is cold. Those people better push me because I'm not going in.
I love a cold pool because what's the point of a lukewarm pool?
Well, I guess if it's really hot, then yeah, you want the pool to be cold.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go swimming.
Um, have you ever stopped to smell the roses?
Um, like metaphorically or like literally? Okay.
You tell us.
All right, I'll answer both. Literally, sometimes I go to the Chicago Botanic Garden. Sometimes I love it, and I just stop and smell some of the flowers because they smell really good. Metaphorically, I need to work on that because I feel like I have to do everything all the time, at all hours of the day. So I sometimes need to slow down and relax, which, yeah, working on that definitely. Having a full-time job and a music career definitely doesn't help with that, but definitely need to stop and smell the roses a bit more.
Well, it's only a matter of time until you can quit that full-time job, man. You're going places.
Thank you.
Have you ever snuck into a concert?
I actually do have a story about this. So I didn't necessarily sneak into the concert. So there was this like concert festival called FYG Fest. It came to University of Illinois and a couple other colleges. It was sponsored by Amazon and TikTok. And they brought a bunch of artists that were like from TikTok and then also Made in Tokyo, Trippy Red, a bunch of like emo rap people. What college kids listen to pretty much. I DJ'd some frat parties. I know I know definitely what they listen to. But anyway, so I worked for the radio station on campus passes, which I was like, oh, this is so sick. We're gonna go and like see the artists up close, things like that. So we get in, and we're like, hey, where's the press area? They're like, there's no press area. And they just basically gave us wristbands and nothing else. We're like, okay, whatever. The first big, there's like two stages. There's like a big stage and a little stage. The first like little stage act ends, and I recognize him. I'm like, oh, that guy's on TikTok. And there's like 5 people at the stage. So I go over and I'm like, hey, can we get an interview? And he's like, what? And I'm like, can we get an interview with you? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he lets us backstage at the festival with me and like the 2 people who have like the camera and the microphone. And we interview him. He's a super cool dude. His name was Lonely God. He had like a song called Marlboro Nights, that was popular on TikTok in like 2019. Really cool guy. And then he leaves and there's like no security back there. So we're like, what if we just stay back here the whole night and interview artists? And that's exactly what we did. I personally interviewed Y2K, who made that La 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 song that was popular on TikTok. He was a really cool dude. Solely Had is an artist that I'd heard of before and none of my friends had, but I'm like, oh my God, it's Solely Had. He's like, you know who I am? I'm like, yeah, dude, can we do an interview? So I interviewed him too. And then my friend Theo, shout out Theo, we let him interview Trippy Red when he came there. And it was the coolest thing ever. He was high out of his mind, of course. But like he was like smoking a blunt with Theo. And after he's like, hey, you guys want to come on stage during my set? And we're like, all right, bet. So we didn't like go like on stage and like jump around with him, but we like got on the side of the stage and like watched from there. And because Theo had a camera, they let him in the little like press area, like right in front of the stage. So he got to take like these sick pictures. It was one of the coolest nights of my entire life.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Oh, I love those stories. Don't
Yeah.
you? Man, those are great. And you couldn't have planned it any better.
No, we'd like once they were like, there's no press area. We're like, oh, this is gonna be so lame. But
Yeah.
we got lucky.
Oh, good for you, man. Who is your current cell phone carrier?
AT&T.
Oh,
And
man.
they're ass just as a company and as a cell phone carrier in general.
Yes, I agree, but we'd still love them to sponsor the pod.
Oh, of course, yes. They own HBO. That's pretty cool.
Do they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and a lot of other things.
I feel like we could do a whole episode on shitting on AT&T. I just switched. I had AT&T my entire life of cell phones until last year. Switched to T-Mobile, switching from Motorola to a Primeco phone. Have you ever played the game Mousetrap?
Like the board game? I think
Yeah.
I've played it. Yeah, I think I played it once.
Start to finish, top to bottom, T to B.
I don't know. I know I've played the game because it's like the one with like the little plastic like things that move around. I could
Mhm.
not tell you the rules at all, but I've definitely played it at least once.
I don't think anyone knows the real rules. I think part of the game is you set up the trap,
I think so, yeah.
and then at the end you try to get the other players to get trapped. I think.
Oh, okay.
Call in if you know. Have you ever caught an actual mouse in an actual trap?
I actually have. Like a couple months ago.
Please do
We
tell.
at my apartment at school, we noticed in our pantry that like all the like food bags had like little holes in them. And we called like a pest control guy and like, yeah, you have a mouse or mice. So I'm gonna set up these glue traps and see if any of them, come out. And sure enough, the next morning there was just one little guy in a glue trap. But one of my roommates, who is like this environmental, like very green guy, he's like, I can't kill him. The guy told us like the glue traps will like give him a heart attack and they'll die, but he didn't. He was like still alive. So apparently, if you pour olive oil on the glue trap, they come out. So we put him in a little Tupperware. We poured some olive oil on him, um, named him Remy, and then we set him free, very far away from our building, so he wouldn't come back. But
Oh, that's
our-
good.
yeah, but
That's
there were a lot
good.
of birds by where we let him out, so I don't know. He could have like just been picked up by a hawk 2 seconds later. But I like to think that he's started a family and has little mouse children.
Yeah, and he has a career. And,
Right, as a chef.
Yeah. At all Cheval. Uh, let's not get them in trouble. I was gonna say something about the mice. Oh, what did you pick up the glue trap with?
There's like the glue is only like in the center, so you can like pick it up by the edges. So we did that, and then we just put it in like a Tupperware container.
Nope, I'm not touching. I'm not getting close to
Right. Yeah. We copiously washed our hands after that encounter.
that. Abby, what you got going on there?
He was pretty cute. He was a pretty like cute little guy, but we just didn't want him in our house.
Oh man. Okay, this is perfect because you said a few. What new slang terms have you been using?
Oh, that's good. I'm always like I have Urban Dictionary on my phone just to look up whatever slang I hear.
Yeah.
The one my friend like posted in a group chat today, he's like, anyone heard of like G'd before? Like it means like getting ripped off, like getting G'd. And I think it's like a shortened term of the word gypped. Like you're getting like gypped, ripped off. I don't know if I'm gonna start using it, but that's one I learned today.
That's good. When I was in Chicago, I was with some friends. We're all old fellas, and we were discussing the new slang terms we had used, and I forget the ones they had more than I did. So, G'd.
G'd.
I like
Yeah, like
it.
he G'd me. I guess
Yeah,
that's
to me that makes a little bit more sense than like fleek or whatever the fuck that is.
I don't know if that one's like already out. I say bet a lot.
Yeah.
I know that one's like newer, but like any person younger than the age of 18 would probably be like, oh, you're still using bet. We're using this new thing now. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm an old man.
Okay. Man. No comment. Can you make up a ukulele breakup song right now?
Oh man. Try.
Let's do it. Putting them on the spot, people. Give the people what they want.
This thing is definitely not tuned.
I like that you have it so close.
This is actually my little studio right here. I'm in like the corner of a room, and this behind me are just curtains that I have taped to the wall. So we've got a very professional setup here. But yeah, here's my little.
Oh, I love it.
Ooh, that sounds awful.
I wouldn't know.
He was much smaller than I was, and he lived on the head of a man. He could cook really well. and he lived in France. I guess that's why she left me for a rat.
Oh, way to bring it back around. Bravo.
Thank you. That will be on my next album.
I was going to say, you have to just call it like, yeah, Mousetrap or something like that.
Mousetrap. Yeah.
Yeah. Way to go. Good job. Thanks for being a good sport. That was fun. If you played one-on-one with Michael Jordan at this age, do you think you could get one bucket?
Absolutely not. I am 5'5", and he's what, like 6'5", 6'3", something like that.
He's listed at 6'6". He's old and slouchy now. He's probably 6'4", 6'3".
Yeah, but he's like a billionaire, so you know he's getting some sort of like treatments to keep him like the same age he was 20 years ago. So he could probably like kick my ass in basketball. If you had like said some washed up NBA player, like maybe. But Michael Jordan, come on.
He definitely smokes a ton of cigars still and drinks whiskey like all the time.
Yeah, but he was also the best basketball player of all time. So even if it brings him down to the level of like a D-League like college athlete, like he's still gonna kick my butt. I'm horrible at basketball.
Oh man, you don't think if you got the ball first that you could fire up and make a shot?
I mean, maybe if I put like a poker table nearby, you could distract him.
That's good. Fucking A. Did you see The Last Dance?
I did not watch it. My dad wants to watch it with me, so I think I'll do that.
You should. It's very good. And in it, they splice clips of him gambling, and then he's doing the interview, and he's like, I'm not addicted to gambling. I don't know what. We're just playing games. It's like him betting on the weirdest shit ever.
Oh my god.
It's very good though. It's very good. What is something you liked 5 years ago that you hate now?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Probably some YouTuber. I loved like Minecraft YouTube videos probably 5 years ago. I watched a ton of those. I used to be a Minecraft YouTuber, fun fact. I don't think any of those videos are still public on the web, but freshman year high school me made a bunch of Minecraft videos, and I used to watch those all the time. Don't really like them anymore.
Okay.
Don't watch them. No disrespect to Minecraft, still love the game, but I just can't watch people play it anymore. It's kind of cringe.
I hope you get these references. Smash Mouth or Smashing Pumpkins?
Ooh, okay. My dad's a big Smashing Pumpkins fan, so he would kill me if I said Smash Mouth. So I'll say Smashing Pumpkins. Smash Mouth has like 2 good songs.
Yeah. I'm happy you say that. Smashing Pumpkins are from Chicago, so I think you.
Yeah, there's actually near where I live, Billy Corgan's tea house.
Wow.
And he's like there sometimes.
I'm gonna go to that next time I'm there. We're going.
Yeah.
Writing that down because it's a sentence I never thought I would write down. Billy Corgan's tea house. Man. All right. When you put your shoes on, do you do sock, shoe, or sock, shoe?
What kind of maniac does sock, shoe? That's insane. It's like I put my socks on before I even like think about if I'm gonna put on shoes that day. Like I work from home, so most days I don't have to put on shoes. If I like waited until I had to put shoes on to put socks, that's insane. That's a ridiculous question.
Your response really made me laugh. Maniac. That is the correct answer though. Yeah. What kind of maniac is doing sock shoe?
It's like the milk before cereal people.
What? That's a thing?
Yeah, there's like people, I don't know, it was like a question that people pose, and there's some people who are like, yeah, I put the milk in before the cereal. Stupid, dumb idea.
This is a huge internet debate right now, and the internet has decided the only time that's acceptable is when you're refilling the bowl because you had too much milk and not enough cereal to begin with.
That's the only legal thing you can do.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know if this is blasphemy or not, but I don't like milk in my cereal
Okay.
at all. Well, I don't eat a lot of cereal. Even as a kid, it was like a snack, you just handful in your mouth, like a weirdo.
That's always a good time though. Like it's a good like late night snack is just handfuls of cereal.
Yeah, I don't like the soggy. I don't like the soggy cereal.
Well,
You're
that's
not
why you
eating it
gotta eat it
fast
quick.
enough.
Yeah, you gotta eat
Yeah.
it quick. What are you like savoring each bite? No, it's cereal.
I don't know. You're like that.
Yeah, kinda.
I don't know.
How long is too long to eat a bowl of cereal?
If you
15
have it
minutes.
for longer than
Way too
like 7 minutes, then there's something.
I was gonna say 5-ish. So
Yeah, I was like
Right?
gonna be conservative because like it's not that much food. It's a bowl of like roasted grains. You just eat it.
Cereal's like a breakfast. It's like comparable to salads. It gets boring.
You could make an interesting salad. I know
Yeah.
it's like a very like millennial take, but I love salad.
I love salads too, but I'm just saying a giant salad, halfway through a giant salad with a ton of great shit in it, I'm still kind of over it,
That's fair. That's fair.
you know? All right, here's the question. What's your salad base? Are you going romaine, mixed greens, kale,
Arugula, baby, all day.
arugula? Wow, that's a strong base.
It is. I mean, I use it on pretty much everything. I like. Was it really that funny?
No, it's just a dumb question.
Yeah, arugula. And then, well, this is what I did for lunch today. I told you I had chicken nuggets, but of course I made it a classy way. I cut them in half and I put it in some arugula with some salad dressing. Chicken salad, because I'm an adult.
What kind of salad dressing?
I used to be just like a vinaigrette guy, but I found the Trader Joe's Green Goddess dressing, and it is so good.
Ooh, It
So
is
good.
very good. I've had that. Arugula. I love arugula too. That's a great. As you can see, we ask the hard hitting questions.
No, truly, like this was the perfect interview for me because I just have so many opinions on random things, and that seems to be what this was about, which is perfect.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm interested to hear some more. I'm trying to think of more opinion based questions to ask you.
Sure.
Let's lay it on us if you could think of any. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you feel about Drake?
This is not my personal take, but I agree with it. Noel Miller said that he is the McDonald's of rap. Like, he's not the best. He's not, interesting or new and exciting, but some of it's damn good. I mean, and
Okay.
sometimes that's what you want, I don't think anything on his new 23 track monstrosity is, a hit or that good. It's one of them is number one on Billboard right now. I think it's called like I'm Too Sexy or whatever. Horrible song. Terrible.
Song. I hate the name of the album too. I just like, come on, man.
And like,
Grow
did you
up.
hire a middle schooler to just put emojis on your album cover and then call it a day? Like, you're one of the biggest artists in the world. Can you not hire a graphic designer? I don't know.
Thank
I have
you.
beef with that too. But yeah, Drake, I mean, it's hard to have an opinion on Drake. That's like asking someone to have an opinion on like cheddar cheese. Like, it's cheddar cheese. It's fine.
No, I get it. That's
Yeah.
that's a really good comparison. The whole thing. Abby, you're chomping at the bits to say something. Launch
I'm
it.
done. I'm done. We're good.
Sasha,
I agree with that, but also album art isn't really a thing anymore.
I like to make my own album art. I try to do it as often as I can. So like
No.
pretty much everything on my Spotify is something I made.
That's cool.
I appreciate. I just think most people don't care. So
Yeah.
just as an example, Kanye West threw a listening party where I lived several years ago, album release party, and he literally took the photo of the cover of the album on the bus on the way to the party and then posted it and was like, here's my album. And then the whole world shit themselves over it.
That's kind of the most Kanye thing ever.
It is, but still.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen his most recent album cover? I don't think you can get less creative than that.
Well, in his head, he's like, this is the dopest shit ever.
Yeah. Someone said that Kanye is a musical genius with nothing to say. And I kind of agree with that. I know that's a hot take, and I'm probably gonna get some Kanye fans on my ass, but he is like so good at producing music, but he doesn't have a single thing relevant to say
Any
Right.
longer.
any longer anymore.
Yeah, because I love Kanye, but
Yeah.
he's gone off the deep end.
Yeah, and like you still have people who are ride or die for him, and that's fine. Like people have their diehard fans, but like don't pretend that he's like some ethereal being. He's just
Oh,
a
man.
guy.
Oh man, this episode has slowly gone to just shitting on.
Okay,
Kanye.
let's go back to opinion-based questions.
Abby, do you have an opinion-based question for
Hmm.
Jordan here?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That is also something I have opinions about. So it depends how you define a sandwich. What is a sandwich? It is various things in between two slices of bread. Now, what is a hot dog bun? Is that one or two pieces of bread? If you say it's one piece of bread, it's not a sandwich. If you define a hot dog bun as two pieces of bread, like if they break off while you're eating the hot dog, then it's a sandwich.
Okay, so what about a Subway sandwich? That's one piece of bread.
It's not a sandwich until the halves break off.
So that's the basis.
Yeah. Very controversial opinion, but if there's not two separate pieces of bread, it's not a sandwich.
Okay, so let's go to Cubs games. Anyone eating a hot dog, we take a razor, slice down the back of it, and say, you just got sandwiched and run away.
That would be hilarious. Yes, we should definitely do that.
I'm going to read this to you, though. The USDA describes a sandwich as meat or poultry filling between two slices of bread, a bun, or a biscuit.
Or a biscuit.
Wait, meat or poultry? So any like veggie sandwich is not a sandwich?
No, get out of here, you hippies. So just what if it's a hot dog bun, only arugula in the middle of it?
Sounds like my kind of meal.
Oh my god. Oh, I want to just send him some arugula.
I would love that because I run through bags of that stuff on a weekly basis. I'm like a rabbit.
When's the last time you went to Jewel Osco?
A couple weeks ago, we had to get some alcohol and snacks for a party.
Nice.
But I'm a Trader Joe's hoe. I can't stop going there. They have everything I need.
When I stay in Chicago, right across the street is a Trader Joe's, and so that's where I go all the time. They just built one here, and I'm like, it's like I'm like a basic white bitch because I'm like, oh my god, it's so cheap, and the people are so nice.
But like but they're right. Sometimes they're right. Like, have you had their frozen like Indian food before, or like any of their frozen stuff? Change your life. Change your life.
Right.
It's also good. Like, throw all of your lean cuisines into the garbage. You'll never need them again.
Oh man, I have so many lean cuisines.
I don't know. You seem like a guy who appreciates a quick meal.
I do. I can't remember the last time I had a lean cuisine.
It's a very sad meal, though. A lean cuisine.
That's the healthy version, I guess, because
they're
lean.
not though. There's so much salt in those
No,
things.
not at all.
There's just like no food, so they're like it's healthy, and like half of the thing is full.
Oh man. So Lou Minalti's or Geno's?
Lou Malnati's?
Yeah.
Geno's, I've probably had once in my life. I don't remember it. Lou Malnati's is good. I'm a fake Chicagoan. I'm not a huge big deep dish pizza guy. I think I like thin crust more. It's so much sauce. I like the cheese. A lot of cheese is good. It's just a lot of sauce. It's like, it's too much.
Yeah. It's too much. The crust breaks off.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
I feel like a lot of people pretend to like it because it's a Chicago thing. But I mean, sometimes I'll eat it. If it's got some like good like sausage on it or something, then maybe I'll have a slice of deep dish, but I prefer thin crust.
What neighborhood in Chicago do you live in?
I'm in Lakeview, so that's like a 20-minute walk from Wrigley Field.
Okay. I know where that is. Have you ever been to Cafe Baba Reba?
No, I haven't.
Have
What's
you heard
that?
of it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's so good. It's I guess it's in Lincoln Park area.
Okay, that's pretty close.
It's by I don't know. It's by a bunch of theaters, but I went there last time I was there, and it was very, very good. And they have bacon wrap dates. Now that we've talked about food this whole podcast, I'm starving. But I have to say, what is next for Jordan and Boxout?
Well, I've got a single coming out on October 1st. It's called Daylight Runaway. It's a song about getting broken up with and then realizing that was probably for the best, probably a good thing. I hope everyone likes it. I hope you bang your head to it or cry or both. Any emotions would be accepted. I've got more songs on the way. I'm working on an album slowly but surely. You can follow me on social media, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I'm at Boxout Music. I'm also on YouTube. Hopefully you won't find my Minecraft videos there. It's mostly music stuff now.
Oh, this just reminded me of two things. Have you ever, when you were a kid, did you ever run away from home?
No,
No.
I would have no, because like I like objectively had like a very good and safe childhood. Like I never had that feeling. Like once or twice, maybe I like wasn't allowed to play my DS or with Legos, and I got pretty pissed. But I was never like, I'm gonna run away from home because of this.
I'm out of here, Steve. The other question is, can you help us set up a Bothering the Band TikTok and tell us what to post?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was actually gonna, in my tons of free time that I have, make like a TikTok masterclass video series, because like I've like amassed a little bit of a following on there, and like I kind of know what to do and what not to do. But yeah, I can help you guys. Just hit me up. I'll help you guys with that.
We'll be your guinea pigs to like how you break down the master class, because I know like nothing about it. I mean, I know about it. We need to get an intern.
Yeah.
We need to get an intern like names like Stephanie with an F, who's also a boy.
Stephanie, can you run that back again?
Yeah, we need some more arugula in here. And that's our show, folks. Everyone, again, follow Boxout Music on everything. And October 1st, Daylight Runaway, right?
Yep.
Cool. We're so stoked, and we will definitely be on the lookout for that. That's our program. And yeah, we can't thank you enough. This was a lot of fun, man.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'd love to be on again if you'd have me in the future. This was really fun.
It's a fool's game and I don't wanna play it. I can see it in your face, but you don't wanna say it. I put my bags by the front door. Wasn't big enough for you on stage. Familiar things now feel strange. Do what you wanted me to. 'Cause she said I can't. Feel you in my body when your head is close to mine. I can tell that you are shaking, bodies aching all the time. And I know that I can't be all that you wanted. But girl, I've been honest, I'm just being honest with you. No mercy, let's just waste time. Those hours left on FaceTime. Guilt ate me inside out, I was wasting away. But it was back on John Street when all the colors faded to gray. We were so close to sunrise, but you let the daylight run away. You're just a daylight runaway. 6-hour drive just to see you in the summertime. Putting miles on my heart, my brain in overdrive. Passion when we're kissing, but it feels like something missing. Hope you dad missed the son he never had. But when I look at my surroundings, I guess it wasn't that bad. Feel you in my body when your head is close to mine. I can tell that you are shaking, bodies aching all the time. And I know that I can't be all that you wanted. But girl, I've been honest, I'm just being honest with you. No mercy, let's just waste time.